Hey everyone, Demeech here, giving my quick thoughts on E3 2018. Now keep in mind this video isn't going to be scripted, but I wanted to give my initial thoughts right after the presentation. So with that being said, I'd like to discuss Nintendo's E3 Direct, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and just a few side notes towards the end. Now what did I think of Nintendo's E3 presentation? I thought it was great. It definitely had a lot to show. Oh wait, no it didn't, because this was one of the worst E3 presentations Nintendo has ever shown off. Now let's see what we got here. We got some announcements of stuff we already knew was going to happen. Fortnite, a few more indie games, we got some third-party titles. As for AAA games, or games released by Nintendo, well, we got more information about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. We also got a new Mario Party, Fire Emblem. And that new Mario Party I'm actually kind of excited for because it's ditching the car mechanic. And it looks like a more traditional Mario Party. And let's be real, Mario Party is perfect for the Switch. So I really hope they don't screw this one up because Super Mario Party looks like it has potential. And then they went to Smash Brothers. And oh my gosh, they talked about Smash Brothers way too much. 25 minutes of something that could have been summed up in a single trailer. Now let's see. Imagine last year's E3. Let's cut out all the major announcements besides, okay, we'll leave Kirby there. Let's get rid of Yoshi, the announcement of Metroid Prime 4. Let's get rid of the Pokemon announcement. And then just leave it at Super Mario Odyssey. Now I gotta say, Super Mario Odyssey is my favorite game of all time, but let's just imagine that they spent, I don't know, 15 minutes of the presentation talking about Super Mario Odyssey. In Super Mario Odyssey, Cappy can be thrown straight, he can be thrown up, he can be thrown down, you can make Cappy spin, and Cappy can turn into all kinds of hats. And, if you look at Mario's facial expressions, you can see a lot of work was put in. We wanted to make this game as expressive as possible to give Mario more life. I couldn't even imagine that going on. So here's what Nintendo should have done. Announce some actual games, then show off a trailer for Smash towards the end, and then in the Treehouse presentation, go a little more in depth. Talk about the character animations, the fighter changes, stuff like that. But going on for it for 25 minutes, showing that Nintendo really has no games planned for 2018, is just really sad. We had such a great year last year with Zelda Breath of the Wild. Sure, it was a port, but Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the best Mario Kart we have yet. We also got quite a few announcements at E3, Splatoon 2, Mario and Rabbids. We got Super Mario Odyssey. This year just feels really weak. Let's get rid of some of the ports. What do we have so far this year? We have a subpar Kirby game and Mario Tennis Aces. And then we gotta wait all the way up until October for Super Mario Party, then Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, and then Smash Brothers. Wow. What an amazing year. You know, this is really bad for Nintendo and is repeating what was wrong with the Wii U. If it wasn't for the ports of Wii U games, there would be just as many droughts, and I really feel like Nintendo's got to step up their game, and more people got to call them out on this, because when people give Nintendo a slot like, oh, they showed off Super Smash Bros., that's enough in itself. Nintendo won E3. That's not right. You're saying that Nintendo can show off one game, go over it for 25 minutes, and if you're not a fan of Super Smash Bros., then you're pretty much screwed. What are you really going to like in there? Unless you're a die-hard Fire Emblem fan, which you probably like Smash Brothers if you're a Fire Emblem fan, and Super Mario Party. Now I can finally go over Super Smash Brothers, and I will say, it looks really good. But that's all Smash Brothers games that are really good. And it's cool that all the characters are returning from every installment, but did we really need to see Pichu and Young Link back over newcomers to the series? Now, I know there's some room for newcomers, but Sakurai said, don't expect too many newcomers. Now, I'm not expecting 50 newcomers or anything like that, but it would have been nice to see a lot more, because we already knew about the Inklings. All we got was Ridley, no other characters, and what's even worse is that Waluigi won't be a playable character, and that Bomberman is an assist trophy. Wow. And yeah, we got Daisy as a clone of Peach, but I'm not too fond of Daisy. And we got proof that Pauline isn't going to be a playable character. So, I'm not sure if there's a whole lot of room for newcomers. Again, this looks like a really great entry in the Super Smash Bros. Franchise, but I just can't help but feel a little disappointed that we didn't get many newcomers shown off, and the hype doesn't feel as strong as it was for Super Smash Bros. For 3DS and Wii U, because with that, when it was first revealed at E3 2013, we got the Villager, we got Mega Man, and the Wii Fit Trainer. So that's a pretty solid lineup right there of newcomers. And it was the first time seeing the game too, and it looked incredible. And yes, it was coming out in 2014, but we always got updates on it, but maybe that's looking too far into the past, because I'm sure they'll update us on potential newcomers, but I really don't feel like they showed off enough. Like, okay, cool that every character is going to be returning, but I've already had those experiences before, so I wanted to see more new material. But what did I think of the whole thing in general? Well, I'd say the Smash Bros. Footage was really good. Despite there not being a whole lot of newcomers shown off, I'd say it was a good solid 9 out of 10. The rest, I'd probably have to give it a 2, because the only thing I really cared about was Super Mario Party. Now, your opinions are objective. You can be free to any opinion you want, but in my opinion, I thought this E3 was not good at all, and a huge disappointment from Nintendo. Other than Super Mario Party and Smash Brothers, there was nothing I was really excited for, so in the meantime, I guess I'll be being Super Mario Odyssey for the second time in a row. Anyways, thanks for watching, and keep calm and Dada on.